If you run a local newsletter, I have an absolutely awesome tool that I want you to try out. If you are trying to organize sponsorships, ads, cross promotions, content that's going to go out once a week, or if you've got newsletter 2 or 3 times a week, it can get a little bit crazy. You might have tried Google Sheets, you might have tried Notion. I have something for you. This is ResourceX. What's powerful about this tool is it's really, really slimline and simple, which means that things do not have to get overcomplicated. It's also at the moment free. So if you're watching this at the time the video is going out, just check out the link in the description and you can sign up and test it out for free. It's got a calendar built into it, which means I can see when different pieces of content are going out in which days of the week for my newsletter. But all I have to do to add a new resource is click here. This is going to go and open up. Let's imagine for my local newsletter, I'm based in Hackney. I found this estate agent, and let's say that these guys are paying me and these are going to be my ad. So all I need to do is go in and give the resource a title. So I'm just going to put primary, so I know it's my ad. And then they are called Castle Estate Agent. So I'm just going to put that in as the title. Now, if I don't want people to see this, if this is private and just information for me, then I can click on this button, Resource Private. If this is information that I want others to read in the calendar, then I need to make sure this title is written in a way that I want it to be seen by people who are in the local area checking out my calendar. What I can do then is I can put the resource type in. So I just click that, put in the URL, and therefore I have saved it. What I can do then is I can take some of the information. So I'm going to be writing my own copy for the ad, but all of this is really useful for me to be able to put into my little AI tool that goes ahead and turns this into copy for my ad. So there's my brief description saved. Again, remember, if you don't click private, it will be put on your public calendar. So you might want to run this through ChatGPT or something first so that it's nice for people to be able to read. As I said, this is going to go out as an ad. So I'm going to click add there. And what's going to happen is it's then going to be tagged as an ad, which means when I look at my overall calendar for the week, I can see which bits of content are just for my actual newsletter, which bits are ads, which bits are sponsorships, and so on. If I've got any private information that I want, I can put it down here. So for example, we've got the contact us here. There might be an email address that I've been given of somebody that I want to contact. So for example, maybe I've been, talking to the Hackney office because my newsletter is based in Hackney. So I just want to save this information down here. Maybe I've got a content name, maybe it's Jeff that I've been talking to in the office or whatever. Then I can save that in there. Nobody's going to see it. And then I just hit add resource. And that's it. Now I've saved everything into my resources. I can see it's an ad. I can see it's private. Now that's saved there. It's in a resource bank. I can come back to it whenever. I don't have to get confused about where I put it, if it's in a bookmark, if it's in a Google Sheet, anything like that. What I can do now is I can add it to my calendar. So let's say my newsletter goes out on a Thursday and I've decided this is going to be the primary ad in next Thursday's edition. That's what I've organized. All I have to do is come down, click on that and add it to calendar. If I then go over to my calendar, I can see that it is in the calendar. So I'll just go over to June and there it is. And I know that it is private as well because I set that up. If it was public and I've got events throughout here that are public, then I can take this link and I can share it out into Facebook groups, onto my own Facebook page for my newsletter. Wherever it is that I want to, I can put it into my weekly newsletter so people can come to the calendar and see what's happening over the next month. It's a really nice way of driving traffic to the newsletter because it is a useful tool for people to see what is going on. You can still have your ads public. So you could talk to businesses and say you can be the primary ad in a newsletter and you can be in our calendar as well. So you can earn money from it that way as well. Or like I said, you could just keep everything private and use it as a tool in order to be able to organize yourself. But all of the resources are here. You can stack them up. As you find news articles you like, you add them. As you talk to businesses and you're organizing cross promotions, you can add them. and then you can move them over to the calendar when you have a firm date for them. So great little tool, link down in the description if you would like to use it. If you want to learn more about local newsletters, just check out this video on the screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.